Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into a music video from MYTH&ROID called NOX LUX. But this is not just any ordinary song and music video, my friends. This is for the ending theme of their third season for ReZero. And I'm very excited because I know that in the past I believe the openings and maybe the endings for ReZero, and every single one of them were straight fire and incredible. And I know that MYTH&ROID is a absolute phenomenon in the anime world in terms of openings and endings. So I cannot wait to dive into this and hear what they have for us. So let's not waste any more time. Let's just dive straight in there, shall we? Okay, here we go. Ooh. This is interesting. Whoa. That's crazy. Okay. Honestly, I was really thrown off because I thought for a second it was gonna be 100% like a rock song, but I forgot it's an ending. So like usually the endings are a lot more calmer compared to like the openings. So I was like, at first I was like, why is there no rock? Like I thought usually these guys did rock, but no, of course, duh, it's an ending, so it should be a little bit more calmer. But anyways, I want to go back here a little bit here and see some of these lyrics. Some of these lyrics are very enticing and very like thought-provoking. So what do we got here? So we got, now together we weave our way, keeping our beliefs alive through disaster. So let us unite, one wish trembles and spreads like a sound wave, resonates inside me, now we gotta go. Interesting. So this is the only downside of me like diving into like openings and endings on animes I haven't watched, because if they're tying them back to the animes, it doesn't really help me understand like what the connection between possibly the anime and the lyrics are. But in this, from reading what this one says here, let us unite, one wish trembles and spreads like a sound wave, resonates inside me, now we gotta go. So it's the idea of like we're calling us into a unity for sure, and then we're talking about like a wish. So like a wish coming and resonating with inside them, and now we gotta go. So we're going off to do something. What was the one before that again? Yeah, now together we wave our way, keep our beliefs alive through disaster. So yeah, keeping our beliefs alive through disaster. So there must be like maybe like some kind of like disaster maybe as like the identity of the anime. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep going though. See if maybe I can kind of piece something together here, even if it's just like maybe like an overall message outside of like the connection to the anime, just to kind of give you guys something out of this, so it's not just me just watching this and just kind of reacting like normally. I like to at least take something on my reaction. So whether it's the production, whether it's the lyrics, whether it's a song meaning and my own interpretation, whatever you want to say, I at least like try to pull something out of this. So let's keep going though. Oh yeah, and this one. Shine a light into the dark, punishment for the sin. If you wish for that world, get the courage for our fight. Okay, so again, like many animes, there's definitely some kind of fight against something that's related to the anime, probably. So then it says shine light into the dark, if you wish for that. Well, yeah, so it's almost like saying like shine light into the darkness if you want to have a world like that. If you want to have a world of, you know, if we're kind of like taking a bit of a step further, light versus dark, good versus evil. If you want a world of good, again, going back again, punishment for the sin associated with darkness, associated with, bad things, if you will, sins associated with being something we shouldn't be doing. It's a bad thing, So if you wish for a world of light and not darkness and sin, get ready, gather your courage so that we can go into this fight together towards whatever that thing might be. There's definitely kind of something probably from the anime they're pulling from that we don't really know about. At least, well, you guys know about, but I don't know about. Maybe. Let's just keep going. Yeah. So there's definitely this idea of like, let's like, hold hands, let's go into this fight together. I like that it's kind of like this idea of like, we're all kind of unifying together. We're all going into this fight together. It's not like, one singular person is going into this fight by themselves and ultimately becoming a sacrifice. It's like, we're all in this together. We're all going to go in this with unity and with hands, almost like in a brother of arms and stuff, maybe sisters of arms, whatever, to include everybody, and so like they say here, so together we'll fight, I will trust in you, you got my back. So it's a trusting type of like motive too, where it's like, you trust me, I trust you, we're going to go in this battle together and we're going to fight our way through, which is really cool. I like that like kind of message that they have here. If you kind of almost apply that into like the real world, that fight could be something like, the struggles of like, let's say like a real world example of like depression or anxiety or something along those lines, and it's like the idea of like, hey, we're gonna go and battle this together. It's not just you by yourself going in and battling up against this anxiety or this depression. Like, we're gonna go and get through this together. I'm gonna, if you trust me, I trust you, and we're gonna help each other get through this. That's the other thing I could say is like maybe tying it into like real world example. So, but let's keep going again. I know I keep saying that. I'm sorry, but I'm like, I get so fascinated when they have like these like very thought provoking lyrics like this, where it almost really makes you think like, okay, how far can we push the meanings of this lyrics? Oh, interesting. What interesting guitar solo, I love that. Okay. Again, I love us going back to this again. I've got you tight, take my hand, don't let go, no matter what happens. We're definitely into this idea of like, of looking after each other and like, I've got your back, you got mine, we're not gonna, we're gonna dive into this together. We're gonna be, almost like one person. And in terms of like, if we have this almost like trusting bond here, we will both be successful in coming out on top of whatever this like situation may be, or getting over this the darkness, or getting over this disaster, or whatever the case may be, that they might be tying back to the anime here. It's like the idea of and saying like my friend, it's almost like there must be maybe some kind of like friendship maybe associated with this bond here from the anime they're being pulled from. I don't know. It's very interesting that I kind of love this concept of like this message of like, you're not alone. Let's dive into this together. Let's go to this fight together. It's almost like there's probably this very cool, very beautiful bond between two different characters from the anime that we're kind of seeing being brought to life in the song, and maybe it might even be like the whole aspect of this third season of this anime. I don't know, but this is very cool. I love these lyrics a lot. They're very, very meaningful, and they have a lot of real world purpose to them, I feel like, or like real world example behind it. Back to those lyrics again, okay. Love that piano background. It's really cool. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, stop. Thank you. Okay, very interesting. Okay, I think I got. We're gonna put aside the aspect of what might be tying back to the anime, and I think I'm going to take this from like a real world example of like the message we could take away from this in terms of like what we might, as people in the real world, want to take as a message from this song, if you will. So there's one part back here towards this very last part to this spot in the song. Normally I don't really like keep up the video to kind of do my outro explanations and whatnot, but I think having the lyrics pulled up for you guys might help with this. So right here we see her saying, "When our hands touch, I'm convinced we have your and my strength." This is what I'm kind of taking from this. If you look at this in the perspective of the whole entire song, kind of is all about like, we're going to this fight together, hold my hand and I will guide you. I'll trust you if you trust me. And then here even saying like, I'm convinced we have your and my strength. So if we take this to that example I kind of brought up a little bit before, where we have this idea of, battling through either like real world example of anxiety, depression, loss of a family member, a breakup, whatever that like real world example we could use would be. The person, whatever we want to say, this person here is saying, I'm convinced that with your strength and my strength, and if we are in this together and you hold my hand and I'm here with you by your side, we can get through this together and you don't have to be alone. And if we go a little bit more into this, if we go to the next line, see, we'll believe, we'll trust because we know what is the most precious. and they kind of leave it on a little bit of a an ending there. I think of like what we kind of I think what they're trying to say is like we know what's most precious. I think this case is what's most precious is us, and this friendship they have going, or you individually, or them individually. What's most precious is them recovering from this, event. We'll say this was the most important lyric that I saw that kind of gave me an idea of the fact that I was on the right path here. This lyric of never be afraid of your weakness. Never be afraid of what you might be battling. Whether that, because let's be honest, we all see different flaws and weaknesses in ourselves. Whether it is whether it's the anxiety we might be facing, depression, our self-image, our, something within our families, something within a relationship, whatever we might consider a weakness in ourselves. This lyric here is beautiful to say, never be afraid of that weakness, because when you tie it back to what they've been saying here, if you have that one friend or that one family member or that one person, whoever that person might be, that is with you, holding your hand and taking you along the way, the entire way through, and helping you recover from whatever you might be going through or overcoming whatever you might be going through, then you will find that strength within you to overcome and be yourself again. And I think that's an amazing message to take from this. Like I said, I can't really say like whether that relates to like what the story might be from like ReZero. I don't know, but I think in terms of like taking away like a real world example and message from the song, that's probably what I would pull from it. Now, whether it's accurate or not, I don't know. That's exactly why I am more than happy to hear what you guys think this meanings in the song could be, and maybe hinting at what the tying to the anime is without maybe giving away spoilers. If you can't really talk about it without giving away spoilers, that's fine, because I'd rather not be spoiled, because I do want to definitely for sure watch ReZero at some point, hopefully sooner than later. But yeah, that's pretty much the message I'm going to pull from it, and I would love to hear what you guys kind of take away from it too, in terms of a good message. But yeah, but anyways, guys, if you all enjoyed this, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll go check back and see. I don't know if I've done any MYTH&ROID reactions to anything else. I don't know, we'll see. If there's something that I react to from them, I'll just put it over here for you guys to check out. If not, then you guys know that I haven't reacted to anything else from them. But besides that, guys, thank you all so much for watching. And of course, I will see you all in the next video. Alright, guys, bye!